something caught my mind lately. There is a reoccurring theme in my videos about your inner voice. That inner voice, it plays some mind games with you sometimes. One of the best investments that you can do in yourself is to get to know that inner voice. Calm it down. Rewrite what stories that you're telling yourself. Understand that inner voice. Okay, you're saying this, but why are you saying this to me? Where did we get this thought from? Maybe something else is true. Maybe what you're saying to me right now is not correct. Maybe we've been conditioned something that doesn't need to be our truth. In this video, I want to help you shift your mindset into trusting other people's positive intentions and thoughts. When we enter a room, sometimes we can feel a little bit nervous. Let's say that you're entering a new classroom, a new workspace. You are so much more loved and appreciated than your inner voice makes you think. When you enter a room, I want you to assume that everyone loves you, because they do. Not in the way of like, everybody loves me, I'm the best person here, but more in the way of, I am safe here. I can do no wrong here. I am supported here. I am comfortable in my own skin here. I will be well received. We tend to create so many like catastrophic thoughts in our mind, putting people's thoughts on them even though they haven't even expressed them, assuming that that person has something against you when they don't even care. Basically, assume the best and it'll probably happen. Assume that people generally like you and appreciate you. When you do this, you will project so much more warmth and confidence and kindness because, as I said before, you'll feel comfortable, and then that's what you will receive back because that's the energy that you give out to the world. Like, of course, it's in our survival that we want to feel liked by others, because if we were excluded from the pack, then we would die. But that's not the world we live in today. Assuming that other people feel, positive connections when they think about you, it's going to encourage genuine connections with other people, because how are you going to be able to genuinely connect with someone if there's that voice inside of you telling you that, oh, they don't like you. Like having that doubt in the back of your head. Honestly, most people are busy with themselves and they don't have time to be annoyed at you. Act as if everyone has expressed to you that they like you. Smile, listen, laugh, engage openly. Most people, they have positive intentions. They want the best for you. They have no ill intent. And the more you assume this, the more you're gonna see this, because what you focus on is what you'll see. If you focus on yellow cars, then you're gonna see yellow cars everywhere. And if you see that you're loved, and if you see love everywhere, then that's what you're gonna feel. Like, talk to people as if they were your best friend. Like, just imagine that in your head, because then you will feel much more relaxed. Like, obviously, maybe don't tell them everything that you would tell a best friend. It will show in your mannerisms, like how you smile, how you relax. When you see your best friend when you're out walking, you're super happy to see them. You will engage much more comfortable in the conversation, and that's going to be contagious for the other person as well. So, before entering a space, I want you to reaffirm to yourself that everybody in this room wants the best for me, and that is my truth. And let's say that someone says something mean or anything like that, and that's just their projection of themselves on you. That has nothing to do with you. That has to do with their insecurities and their lack of purpose. That is no reflection on you, because at our core, we want the best for everyone. But we have all of these insecurities and fears that make us build this shield up that makes us act mean against others. But you don't need to do that. You can be the change that you wish to see. Worrying, that is manifesting the worst possible outcome. So try not to do it. You should always assume that everybody loves you, and then you live life according to that. Worrying about, oh, what if this person likes me? What if they don't? That's not going to change whether or not they like you. Focusing on the worst case scenarios, it's going to create these barriers for you, and that's not beneficial for you at all. Instead of saying to yourself, what if they don't like me? Say to yourself, what if they appreciate me? Shift that sentence when it comes up in your mind. You can even ask yourself, what if I don't like them? We always have this perspective of the other person. What do they like? Assume that they love you and that they want the best for you. Always going around and worrying what people think about you, if they're mad at you, if they have some unresolved issues with you. Like, it's not your problem until they tell you. It's not your problem to try to figure it out. Most likely, they don't care. People are too busy to hold negative thoughts about you. And if they aren't, then that's their problem and not yours. Unless you're mean, but I don't think that you are. And if you catch yourself overthinking, then reaffirm to yourself that I'll address it if they bring it up. But if they don't bring it up, then they don't have an issue. And me worrying about that, that's not benefiting anyone, and especially not myself. You're most likely your harshest critic. Recognize and address this. You see yourself all the time. You hold yourself to such high standards, like saying that you need to do everything all the time. You don't need to perform the highest in all areas of your life to be lovable. We're projecting on other people. What if they don't like me? What if they think this? What if they have a problem with this? Like, maybe it's you that have a problem with it. Maybe you don't feel secure enough in who you are and what you do, so that you want the approval of others, and the fear of not having that approval is so huge because you don't give yourself that validation. Don't put it on other people to cover up for what it is that you can't provide for yourself. Because that unconditional self-love, it makes it easier to believe in other people's positivity. If you see how lovable you are, if you see the incredible person that you are, then it's going to be so much more easy to recognize that, of course, other people can see that as well. But if you don't see it yourself, then why would you believe that other people love you? You know, it starts here. Even when your inner voice says otherwise. So every morning, like, write down or say out loud to yourself 3 things that you appreciate with yourself. Open up to that possibility that you are a very, very lovable person, and that you're very easy to love. You're loved for who you are, not for how you look. What if that photo is not in the right angle, or I feel like I don't look good in this photo? It consumes so much of our mind. But your value is not in your appearance. People don't love you for your appearance. They love you for your essence, for who you are as a person, for how that you make them feel, for your laugh, for your energy, for how you make them feel safe, how you make them feel heard and seen. You're as loved in full makeup and glam as you are when your hair is untangled, you haven't showered, and you're on your way to the grocery store to buy a pizza. You deserve the same kind of love. Know that you are as lovable at any moment. No matter how you look, no matter how you feel, you are just as lovable. And I think that the most important thing from this video is realizing the importance of accepting yourself. When you start loving yourself unconditionally, then it's gonna feel natural to assume that other people does that as well. So I want you to repeat with me. I am worthy of love just as I am. People enjoy my company and appreciate who I am. And finally, I radiate positivity and I attract genuine connections. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that it brought you something and that it served as a reminder that you should always assume the best, because then the best is what you're going to attract the most of.